I write chamber music, orchestral music, opera, recently a lot of opera. And so this, for me, is something completely different when I get to score one of John's films.
She's done all my films.
There's a deal that I'm here of now 37 years. It's that he makes films in my operas and concerts, and I write the music for his films. That's the deal. So
no money.
No money.
Some way of putting it.
So he will give me something very rough, and I always start his films through improvisation at the keyboard, like I do piano. And then usually some ideas will start to, I'll obsess about them and they keep showing up. And then by the time I'm ready to bring in other players, you heard the violin in here, you also heard French horn. So these are my friends, I invite my friends. So Manuel came to the house for a few days, and I would write sketches of certain longer passages that we would work out, and then we would do some free improvisation.
We have some, just backtrack a second. First of all, we're talking about it all the time, but you have some themes that you develop.
Yeah, I developed themes. I had a water theme, and there's a sort of, a triumphant theme. But also, when you do a documentary, there's so much talking, and the music under the talking can't distract. And there's a violin immediately says, "Listen to me, listen to me," and it doesn't go with talking. So we have some moments where we let the violin really be resplendent and we have no talking, but there's very few of those moments. So what we finally did were some improvisations which were very slow moving, so that there can be all this talking going on top of them, that it will support emotionally but not distract from all that talking. And that's hard to do, to find something interesting that will work. And we did these improvs, and then we did a few of them that worked from beginning to end. And just in preparation for this meeting, we made a long time ago, John and I said we wanted to make music visions, which
before music videos.
It's when his home video cameras first came out.
Digital cameras.
Digital cameras. We could actually do it ourselves. And we made several pieces, but they always involved concert performance, where the clarinet and piano play together, but very composed exactly to the video which would be projected. So now we've just taken, you can see them on the website.
The first two we saw, the tree going through the seasons,
and the mist, the dancing mist.
Those are both music visions.
Basically, I said, we played the music and you put it in the film and you talked over it. Now let's just have the music and no talking. And so and I'd like to do more of those because that's really fun. And it's fun for me to play the piano. I usually don't do that publicly, and it's fun to improvise. But the improvisation is always based on a given procedure, a given idea.
And then before the film's totally done, I put the bits of music into the film, and sometimes I re-edit to make it work with the film in terms of length and so forth. Mm-hmm. And we get it to work, and then we take all of these soundtracks to a professional mixer who gives us a professional mix. We record it in our own studio, but we want to take it to a professional mixer to mix the sound, and then we put it back in.
Right, and the last thing I'll say is that, there are certain themes, and we take all the recordings that we've done that are good ones, we throw away most of them, and then there's a few that are really good. They often work in many places in the film. And one of the things I learned early on scoring his films is that fewer ideas are better than more ideas. And for me, that's a really hard thing because my music is often chock-a-block with ideas. So the film has to be, so when you only have a few takes of things that actually will work in quite universally, that will make for a more effective film score. Maybe not a concert piece, but it's certainly a film score. And I just want to say, first of all, I want to thank Stefan and Rachel for their devotion to this film and their deep understanding of this film, and as a result, bringing us here. And I want to thank all of you also for your questions, because it's really very gratifying to see people embrace the ideas in this film